working twice as hard for something you already got. Another orange morning, it's time to show. Another orange morning, it's time to grow. Another orange morning, let the updates flow. Another orange morning, you already know. Friends are coming through the door. Wheels are spinning on the floor. We don't know what we don't know. That's the only way to grow. Another orange morning, it's time to show. Another orange morning, it's time to grow. Another orange morning, let the updates flow. Another orange morning, you already know. What you're looking for is in your hand, been there all along. Pour another cup and pull a chair. Sing along. Another orange morning, it's time to show. Another orange morning, it's time to grow. Another orange morning, let the updates flow. Another orange morning, you already know. Hey! Hey!
Good morning and welcome back to another Orange Morning. Today is Thursday, July 23rd, and I have my friend Trisha with me. Good morning, Trisha. How are you doing?
I'm great, Casey. How are you?
I am doing
Don't you
well.
just feel better after listening to that music?
It does. It's very nice. It's very upbeat and everything. Yeah, it is nice. It's good. It's a good beat. Thank you for bearing with me through my tech issue. I was telling you, I've had tech issues yesterday, tech issues today, but we made it. We're here. We're fine. Everything is rolling. We are gonna, I guess we can jump right in. We got a little bit of a late start, so we can jump right into the updates themselves.
That's right. Chris isn't here, so we're doing everything the wild, chaotic way today.
The wild, chaotic way, yes. There are a couple of major update tags on the page today, as well as, I don't know, like most of these updates kind of look interesting to me, I want to say. I don't know if there's any updates that are not interesting. Kind of want to end with these three at the bottom and see kind of what we can get through up here at the top first. Let's just start at the top. Lead object workflow rotation distribution in user availability. This is a new private beta. What is it? When using the rotate record to owner action in lead-based workflow, you can now choose a distribution model, round robin, balanced, or random, as well as configure user availability for lead assignment.
Why does it matter? Assigning leads fairly and strategically is critical for sales teams. Until now, the rotate record to owner action for the leads object didn't support the same distribution controls already available for other objects. Without these options, teams had to work around using manual processes, custom-coded actions, or third-party tools. Now you can easily automate it. How much does Chris read? The whole thing?
That's fine. This one, I thought this was different than what it is, but it basically, you just have more distribution rules for the lead object. These rules have already existed for, I think, tickets and contacts, but now we can use them in the lead object as well. So nice work.
Can you do, one thing I was wondering, I don't see it. Like, I don't see a weighted distribution option. It's just equal, right? Kind of looks like.
round robin, balanced, or random. What do you mean by
There you go.
weighted?
Sometimes teams want to do like 60%. Often when you have 2 reps covering a territory and they have a newer one and a more experienced one, they'll give like 60% to one and 40% to the other, stuff like that. Which in the past has required a different tool.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that is solved here. Like balanced is going to assign leads to the user with the fewest current leads. But I'm not seeing like the percentage break that you're saying.
Yeah.
From that, I think we've done it before where we kind of random or round robin and then just double up one person or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, so it's available on the lead object now too.
Yes.
Great.
Then we have a couple of sandbox updates. The first one is sandbox creation now copies team-based CRM views. I think that one's probably a little self-explanatory, so we can jump over to the second one, which is live. Sandboxes clear errors when assets fail to copy. What is it? When supported assets fail to copy during sandbox creation, errors now tell you exactly why. You'll see the specific reason an asset couldn't be copied, whether it relies on unsupported asset types, a dependency that no longer exists in production, or a combination of both, along with clear next steps on what to do about it.
Why does it matter? When assets fail to copy to a sandbox, the previous error messages were not always clear. With these improvements, guesswork is reduced so users can spend less time debugging asset copy failures.
Yeah, and I think we've seen this one already. I think it may have been in private beta or maybe even development, but I know we've seen it before. I just a few weeks, a month or two ago, ran into this specific issue and ended up meeting with the sandbox team, and they showed me this. So I feel kind of passionate about this update because prior it just said like something couldn't be mapped, or actually, in fact, I think for my use case, it what I was trying to copy over just like didn't show as an option to get copied over, and I didn't know why it wasn't there. And luckily for me, I've lived and breathed HubSpot long enough that I kind of was able to untangle it to a point. But even that, not all the way. It ended up being like, I think you couldn't make scores. You couldn't copy scores over from sandbox to production. And the score was tied to a workflow and But I was able to untangle it, but at some point I kind of did still get stuck. So happy to see this. I know that the team's making improvements to sandbox. Sandboxes went from totally disconnected to your current instance to now they are connected, which is great. But we're still watching some of the features kind of roll out here.
Yeah.
And especially for teams that use Salesforce or come from Salesforce, the HubSpot sandbox is often a pain point. So we're getting closer to closing that gap, but still have not fully closed that.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to, I have to work on some Salesforce integration updates. I have sort of a slate of those coming up. And I'm not looking forward to the sandbox setup.
Always fun. The HubSpot Salesforce integration, it's such a pain.
I mean, I like it. I think it does a really good job, but there are some places where it really leaves you hanging.
It does. Next one gets the major update tag. First of the major update tags today. This is live workflow templates in the marketplace.
I have a question.
Yes.
When it says major update like that, for both of these that we're going to look at today, have you already seen these before? Have they been in like private beta and then public? Like, different variations?
I don't remember either of these specifically. I don't remember either of these specifically. However, I will say we have learned the major update tag seems there seems to be no rhyme or reason to it from my perspective. I haven't been able to figure out when and where the major update tag gets applied. We were told once that it was related to how many people are using that feature. So for example, like workflows would be used by a lot of teams in HubSpot. So like that would get a major update. But that's not always true because Agent Hub is not used by, which is the other major update we're going to talk about. I don't know.
Okay, so we don't know the algorithm behind the major update label.
Do not know the algorithm. There's something, and it might have magic contained in it.
Okay.
So this major update is the workflow templates in the marketplace. What is it? Workflow templates are now available in HubSpot Marketplace. Browse and use pre-built templates based on common workflow patterns to get started faster.
Why does it matter? Building workflows from scratch takes time. Yeah, I hate doing it. Templates give you a ready-made starting point based on, and it's also boring, based on proven patterns, so you can customize for your needs and move on. Excellent.
And move on. I think it's worth kind of poking into this. Okay. Sorry.
That's a new icon.
Agent Hub, I think that's what's happening here. Woo! What a day. Okay, so I went to automation. I went to workflows. I want to from template. Is this what this is existing?
It said in the marketplace. Go to the marketplace.
But it said navigate here.
Oh.
But it also said I can go to the marketplace. It did say that too. And then workflows, I don't see that yet. Templates? Nope.
Huh.
Sometimes, especially like this is now live, sometimes those things aren't shown yet, but see, these are HubSpot templates. These are website templates.
Right.
So I'm not seeing this in the marketplace yet. And I will say in the workflows tool, these templates there have been templates for a while. Templates here are not new.
Yeah, I just ended up in the same place.
Remains to be seen, I suppose. And that also, the fact that they're in the marketplace makes me think like, is the community going to be able to like,
build them?
Yeah, like Ryan Gunn has one that I've used a lot, that I've copied from him, but I just like rebuilt it around copying UTMs. And that I'm like, in theory, could Ryan Gunn post that on the marketplace? I don't know. But all of that to say, there are templates that exist all in workflows. So if you're like Trisha and hate starting a workflow, check these out. I skip the templates usually, but that's because I've been literally building workflows for going on 10 years. So oftentimes I feel like...
Look at that one right there. Remove special characters from a phone number. That's fun.
So personally, I find the templates kind of slow me down because I know what I want to build and like then I have to kind of unwind it, but that's not true for everyone. That's not true for everyone.
Right.
Check them out. Hopefully we'll follow back up on this maybe tomorrow too and see if there's more unlocked now or what's happening there. All right. can jump over to this sunset, and we can just quickly hit this one. I do like to hit sunsets. Standardized marketing event property definitions. So starting July 23rd today, property definitions for 11 marketing event properties have been standardized, meaning their field types and validation rules are fixed. The affected properties are attendees, cancellations, end date, event canceled, event description, event name, event organizer, event type, event URL, registration, and start date.
I hope they tell us what they fixed.
I'm also a little, calling this a sunset is a little weird to me, but yeah, let's keep reading.
If you fix something, it sounds like, is anything really going away? I don't know. Why does it matter? Marketing event properties are the foundation for how your integrations sync event data. When property definitions stay consistent, your connected apps like Zoom or other event tools can reliably create and sync events without unexpected formatting conflicts. Standardizing these 11 property definitions gives your integrations a stable foundation to build on.
What about existing changes? Any updates you've already made will remain as is. If you've previously changed a property definition, for example, from string to enumeration, it stays in its current form. The definition will simply be fixed at its current state going forward. I'm more confused. I'm regretting opening this at all, in fact. My guess is these were not standardized, and then third-party apps had to like create their own, or weren't
they weren't syncing, or they were like, I mean, I know I've had a problem with Zoom webinars in the past, and it being a little finicky about syncing. Maybe this fixes that. But I agree with your comment that calling it a sunset is misleading.
Great stuff. Happy to see it. We do have this on the list again. Describe it. Breeze Assistant builds it in Agent Builder. I think I'm going to kind of scoot down to the Meet Agent Hub because my hunch is all of these are related.
Yeah.
So let's start with Agent Hub, and then there are 3 related updates today. Meet Agent Hub, one place to run your AI team, which is in public beta. There's also Meet Agent Builder, a new way to build automations, and then Describe It Breeze Assistant builds it in Agent Builder, all public betas, and I anticipate they're all connected. But this Meet Agent Hub is the major update for today. What is it? Agent Hub is here, giving you one place to see every agent organized by the outcomes they drive, build new ones, and automate the work in between. It brings every agent running your go-to-market into one place, organized around the outcomes they drive, build demand, win deals, delight customers, and scale growth.
Why does it matter? HubSpot's agents are already working across your go-to-market. Agent Hub brings them together so you can see everything they're doing, understand the outcomes they're driving, and build what's next all in one place.
It's worth noting, this is interesting that this is all happening today, because today is the day where HubSpot is, a lot of the agents HubSpot had were not using credits, and today is the day that was supposed to stop. Like they're supposed to start consuming credits. So I'm just interesting that this is happening at kind of that same time.
They wrangled them up in one place so that there's a clear place to build them and understand credit usage and all of that.
Yeah. And we used to get to the agents through the marketplace. Breeze agents here. So now there is this new menu item. Once you join the beta, there's a new menu item, agents. The agent marketplace is here. This is going to have some of the agents that HubSpot has pre-built. And interesting, they also have some MCPs as well. But let's poke into Agent Hub. All right, welcome to Agent Hub. Agent Hub brings together everything you need to build, manage, and monitor the AI agents powering your business. Activate a ready-made agent or create something custom and see how your entire AI team is performing from one place. What do I need for my next meeting? Meeting prep agent is going to start pulling that up, for example. And the CTAs here for this are dismiss or build agent. I'm going to go dismiss because I want to see this. Also, my agent inbox has like a bunch of completed. Interesting. I had a bunch of notifications, but I'm not really seeing that. That's fine. So we have our featured HubSpot agents by the loop: attract, identify, engage, close, and then serve. Interesting. So attract has the AEO agent, identify has data agent, prospecting agent is in the engage, and then deal progression, close, and then customer agent, which apparently have free access for some reason.
That's very interesting. Is that one? So I'm looking at the Value First portal proper. You're looking at the demo account. Different agents are active. I don't have a free access banner for customer agent, but you do.
I'm wondering if it's because it's a demo portal.
Also, maybe it's already active and in the regular portal, it's not. It still has an activate button. I don't know.
But yeah, this is interesting to see some of the agents that they're kind of suggesting here. And then they have templated agents, or I can build my own agent or workflow. There's a few tabs here. Agents is going to show you all the custom agents. So this is one that Nico built. But then there's also the ones that HubSpot's default one. So by HubSpot. And then this is a clone of one from HubSpot that Chris customized. So interesting to see some of these. Also connected to the workflows. This I am quite certain is the new agentic automation. So not your traditional workflows, which is why it says there's no workflows here. There's a needs attention tab, and then the context is right here as well. So AI. Interesting, actually, now that I'm looking, there used to be an AI menu item, but now that is the agent menu item. Just yesterday, I actually was using that, so I'm kind of surprised.
Things move.
Yeah, so now in theory, we'll be able to try building workflows and agents right from here.
That's interesting.
And I like how it has suggested ones. Zach was on yesterday, and we were looking at the new app builder. And one thing Zach noted is, sometimes it's hard to know where to start, which I can definitely relate to. And so I think sometimes having these suggestions, even if these are nothing you're going to actually use yourself, it's just kind of like, oh, okay, these are the types of things I can do. I think that can help so much. And I've seen that for me. Sometimes the app builder, Chris has been testing for the last couple of days on the show. If you haven't seen the Tuesday or Wednesday episodes, there's a new feature where you can create your own apps in HubSpot. Think of kind of Lovable or something like that. If you've used that, it's a very similar experience, but it's in HubSpot. And after Chris, the first day, was like, okay, Casey, what should I build? And I was like, oh, I have no idea. Like, it's just so hard to like start from nowhere. So I like to see that in action here.
Yeah.
So a lot of cool stuff, trying to make automation and AI kind of easier for everyone in HubSpot. Curious to see how it kind of progresses from here.
Just and how it works using agents through different systems. Like I was in Chris and Nico's AI workshop last week.
Yes. Yeah.
And one of the cool things I learned was how to hook up. I mean, it's just a simple step. It's a workflow action, and then you hook it up to Claude. What I really liked about that was that I could use one Claude account on multiple HubSpot accounts by just doing that AI step through a workflow action. And you and I have both supported a client that that works in the sort of inventory management space. And working with them, there's a lot of information available because different country organizations, regulatory bodies require that when things are being shipped from here to there, that the owners of those materials like document what's moving, like what's moving where. And this client has always said that if they know that an organization is shipping like this amount of material between this country and this country, and it's like this type of a material, they know that they're a great candidate for them, great candidate. And there are, because these bills of lading are publicly documented things, there are websites that post them. And I've always wanted to try something like this for them, where I could do that research step inside of HubSpot to be like, can you find and then build a property for storing like how much they're shipping, what countries, like something like that, right?
Yeah.
And where my mind immediately goes with this is, since I learned the Claude way to do this last week, is like, does it make more sense to do it through HubSpot and through a workflow, like through an agent, or does it make more sense to do it through Claude and through that workflow action? And I mean, but I don't know, because I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that yet. And also, I'm assuming the HubSpot agent takes credits and maybe Claude doesn't. I don't know. I mean, Claude depends on your usage.
It's going to depend on your usage. Yeah, for sure.
So many things to consider.
It's true.
There was a point in the workshop where I told Nico was saying something and he was using a lot of words like whisper, versell, on and on. And I was like, I feel like the old Charlie Brown, like whatever those cartoons, and the teacher speaks, it's just like wah, 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 and like words, so many words, and none of them make any sense to me.
It certainly is a whole new world. I'm feeling like a little overwhelmed by this, and I'm curious. I'm wondering how many HubSpot users are gonna feel. This is in public beta. Hard to imagine this isn't going to be a big topic at Unbound, which we're less than 2 months away from. But yeah, I don't know, this feels like a whole new way of using it. But I also think about how people are using the internet now, and we're using plain text instead of questions. And just said the other day to someone, I think back on when I was like in school, they were like teaching us how to research and how to use Google and stuff. And I remember being told at some point, like, do not ask Google a question. Like, don't frame it as a question. Google can't do anything with a question. And I think that's so funny looking back on it, because that's the opposite of where we are now. Like, all you do is ask questions and then you get the answer, and you even frame the question a little differently to see if the answer is different. And like now looking at this, I think of that too, and how, instead of how this is going to change the way we build workflows and stuff like that moving forward. So
immediately I want to ask it, since I know it won't do that weighted routing that we were talking about earlier, I immediately want to be like, can you figure out how to do weighted routing so that this person gets 60% and that person gets 40%?
Routing for new leads created. Trisha.
I feel like if the underlying technology can't support it, this won't work. But I'm always so hopeful that there's a workaround.
Yeah. We'll see what. So it's identifying whether weighted routing is available in this portal.
It's not.
It's not.
I know the answer.
The answer is no. But I can think of ways to kind of makeshift it. I wonder if Breeze is able to do that.
I know. Sometimes it feels like it got past that blocker. So we'll see. Sometimes I was going down a path with something twice in the last week where I'm like, you know what? Like, time out. I'm just going to go do this, and it's going to take me like 1 minute. And you are, it says it's doing it. Anyway, sometimes it has a hard time thinking outside the box, which is frustrating. And then Nico says they're about to be sentient and take over the world, and I'm like, well, they're not there yet.
I saw that. I saw you comment on his thread yesterday, and I was like, I can't handle it. I can't handle it.
Don't you just go like la 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 when you hear that?
Okay, so I created a weighted lead routing as a draft in Agent Hub. It will enroll when a new lead record is created, route 60% to Trisha Merriam, route 40% to Casey Hawkins. Also worth noting, I just said Trisha and Casey, so sometimes it has had issues with that before.
Custom code. What?
This is actually pretty good. This is actually pretty
good, right?
Okay, I don't know if it'll work. Like, I don't know if it'll work, and not from like, I just like, I would want to test it, obviously, but in theory,
I know even in that custom code area, I don't see the thing that's doing the 60-40 weighting.
In the custom code?
Yeah, go back into that.
Math. 60%.
Oh, math random 0.6. Okay, it's in there. I like how it says math random. Wow. Okay, so goodbye tools that you have to buy to do this.
I mean, worth testing, but like, it looks right from.
I love that. I love that.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. All right.
All right.
Well, that's it for today, folks. Chris says like the tools, you already have the tools. I mean, it's hard not to look at what we just did and not see that we already have most
You
of what
already
we
have
need.
the tools.
You already have the tools. You just have to ask. And I didn't even ask in that sophisticated of a way. So pretty great. I will see you tomorrow morning. Thank you so much, Trisha, for joining. Trisha and I are probably going live later to talk about something AI marketing. Maybe this. I've got a project I'm working on. I'm kind of selfishly trying to figure out how I can do my project and the AI marketing show at the same time. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. Have a great morning. Have a great day, everyone. And we'll see you next time.
All right.